Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Najwa Salsabila Sajida and my student ID number is 2302040001, and today I would like to explain my lesson plan, learning materials, and ICT activities using quiz.com and ChatGPT, especially in the voice feature. So this is my final draft of my lesson plan. So my lesson plan is about asking for and giving suggestion for 11th grade of senior high school students. So this is project-based learning approach, and this is the learning objectives, and then we move to the learning activities. So for the first meeting, I will start with introduction, and then the core activity, creating question, and then creating project design. So here is the ICT activity. So I will check student understanding using quiz.com. So the teacher asked student to join a short quiz using quiz.com. So I will use 3 types of question in the quiz. The first one is multiple choice question, and then checkbox questions, and then reorder dialogue. And then let's move to the second meeting. So I will start with introduction, and then I will move to the core activities. So the student will start writing their dialogue in pairs, and then for the speaking practice, because they will have a video project to make video for their project. So before they make a video, I will ask them to practice using ChatGPT voice. So in this activity, each student practice their dialogue with ChatGPT. First, students paste or show their dialogue script to ChatGPT and give a prompt such as "Let's practice using this dialogue." So after that, students use the voice features to start practicing the dialogue with ChatGPT, and then students speak their part of the dialogue aloud, and ChatGPT respond with the other part of the conversation. So this activity helps students improve their speaking performance before recording their final video role-play project. And then after practice their dialogue, they will make video and then submit it as homework. And then that's all for the second meeting, and we will close the meeting with short reflection question. And then after that, we move to the learning materials. So I use Canva. So this is the learning materials, and then this is the rubric. So this rubric is for video role play project. Okay, that's all for the lesson plan. And then let's move to the learning materials. So this is learning materials about asking for and giving suggestion. Then I will start with give the student with this picture, and then I will ask them, what can you say about this picture? So then the student will share their opinion about this picture. And then after that, I will give the common expression of asking for, and then giving suggestion, and then the responding of the suggestion. And then I will give them example dialogue. So the students will analyze the structure and then the common expression, and then after that we will discuss it together. And then after that, I will give them a quiz. So this quiz is by using quiz.com. So this is the ICT tools that I use. The first one is quiz.com. So I will play the quiz, and then so the student will join with the pin, or they can scan the QR code. And then I will start the quiz, and then I will give them 3 types of question. The first one is a multiple choice question, and then the second one is checkbox question, and then the third one is reorder dialogue. So for each types, I will give them 5 questions. So the total is 15 questions. So after they do the quiz, we will move to the second meeting. So I will give them a task. So this is a pair work task. So they will create their own dialogue in pairs. So they will write a simple dialogue about asking for and giving suggestion, and then they choose their own situation, and then they do in pairs. And then after that, they will record a short video based on their dialogue. But before they record video, they will have speaking practice with ChatGPT using voice feature. So this is the ICT, the second ICT tools that I use. So like I said before in the lesson plan, so each student will practice their dialogue with ChatGPT. First, student will send their dialogue script to ChatGPT and then give a prompt such as like, let's practice using this dialogue. And then after that, student use the voice feature to start practicing the dialogue with ChatGPT. So the students speak their part of the dialogue, and then ChatGPT respond with the other part of the conversation. So this activity helps students improve their speaking performance before recording their final video roleplay project. And this activity helps students improve pronunciation, fluency, and confidence. And then after that, the lesson of the second meeting is end, and then I will ask a reflection question such as, what did you learn today, or which part was difficult? And then after that, the student will make their video role play and then submit us their homework. I think that's all from me. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.